Experimentation. This is a cobblestone texture roller. People who do artsy stuff use these to make cobblestone texture. What a redundant statement. Ooh, I'm gonna get like a stick to put through the middle so I can roll it like a rolling pin. Probably prefers consistent pressure. I flattened this off and put some petroleum jelly on there, nice and non-stick. Here we go. Ew, what's going on my wrists? And it was like popping my tendons and veins and stuff. Ugh. You probably heard that. That's pretty nice, look at that. I promise you, this relates to lure making. Here, you get my mold boxes. Customizable mold box. Ease release 200. Sitting a little weird in there, so I'm gonna put a perimeter around it just to have something to squish down onto. You might be able to see there's like 3D printed line striations, so we gotta fluff it up. Now we're gonna mix up some quick setting silicone. Looks a little powdery in there because I added some talc powder. That was a mason jar full of talc powder that I put an inch in front of your face right there. And there's no need to abbreviate it. Talcum powder. Nice and liquidy. I feel real good about how well it's seeping into the cracks. All of that just to maybe achieve a look that I've been going for years. Haven't tried this method yet. Maybe this was the solution. To get that kind of look on a bait. We'll see. Okay. Had a leak. It's okay. It's ready. Cool. I need to put that in the freezer or else it's gonna mush off. I don't want mush. Let that chill. Okay, it's cold. That stiffened up the clay. Texture. 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 That's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Texture. Just gonna chop off some flashing, continue with the rest of the build, see if it achieves the impossible lure finish that has evaded me my entire life. Gonna taper that one. That's the best I've ever gotten when it comes to a glossy finish after tapering a lip. Not perfect, but clean as heck. It's a nice healthy amount of lead. Pretty interesting shape for a lure. I've been putting them on the rotisserie, even though it's a moisture cured urethane and it doesn't make like a smoothness of finish difference. It's just like a guaranteed don't get a drip on the side of the thing difference. It's the worst when you just want a nice matte finish to paint on and you got a freaking drip right in the middle of it. But yeah, we're gonna do our thing tomorrow. That thing. Gotta put some stuff in the mold. Some 8-bit bait powders, golden trout, sparkly powder stuff going in the mold. I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna let that settle, let the air come up if there is any for like 10 minutes and then get it in the UV light. That was UV resin. I haven't foiled a lure in a long time. Good old adhesive backed aluminum foil tape. Easy peasy. I just use a metal Sharpie and start from the center and go out in every direction from there as evenly as you can. Just smash it down. It's gonna want to wrinkle, but if you smash it down out from center as evenly as possible, all those wrinkles will go away. You have some smooth foil. Okay, it's set, but it's still a little flexible. I'm gonna lay some 5-minute epoxy down and try to transfer this straight on. Straight on, fellas. Moment of truth. Whatever you're epoxying, if you want stuff to really stick, just some denatured alcohol. Give it a wipe. All right, there's the layer. Make sure this is evenly set. Put a bunch of concrete on it. Trying to put like spacers in there to wedge it down harder. Okay, I think that's the best chance I've got. We got a lot of weight on there. I'll put some more weight on there. We got those shims pushing it down against the tapered ends. I'm gonna go eat lunch. At least an hour, you know? Give that a lot of time. I just really hope when we peel the silicone off, the mold off, that 5-minute epoxy is enough to leave it. Suppose I could like take what peels off on accident and put it back on, like glue that back on individually. I shouldn't worry. It's always fixable. Welcome to an hour later. 5-minute epoxy is very set. Oh man, what did it do? Oh, those are thick. Wow. This side, I decided to go darker. More contrast instead of the pearl white. And that is more contrast. Maybe that'll look better with clear coats and stuff. That's really something, isn't it? Looks like it got covered in doo-doo. I don't know, maybe it'll look better with a nice smooth clear coat and some paint over that. It just needs some help. This first UV clear coat I'm gonna put on and just let it drip for a long time. That definitely looks better with a clear coat on both sides. The clear coat is helping. Just shoot some black over the top. That did add some dimension. That did good stuff. I'm liking the light side a little better, I think. They're both unique in their own special way. Let's get some white on the bottom real quick. I feel like I'm adding a neutron star's worth of clear coat mask to this bait. This is number 9. I'm just trying to get it smooth. I don't know if this might be too much. This will be the most clear coats I've ever added to a bait by the time we're done. I might need to do some sanding down in spots and then one last clear coat for smoothness, and then we'll paint the gills. I'm liking the way it's looking though. We got 220 grit and we're knocking down high spots. Alright, the whole thing was scuffed up thoroughly, not just the high spots. We went all the way to 1000. That's right, went a little crazy. Too much effort's been put into this to not go a little crazy. There's no more big ridges sticking off the side. There's little like swoops here and there, but I think it'll even out. So lovely how that scuffage just clears right up. I think the amount of clear coats I put on before the sanding was very necessary too, because I ate through some of those little pieces and I got to the foil around the eye up there. I'll have to repaint some black over that. There's some gill structure. Keeping it all simple. Black, white, and a little bit of aluminum to match the body on that side. Same thing on the other side too. Feel like I'm taking a chance with this eye, but it's good to take a chance once in a while. Dead Meat Customs. All right, that's actually interesting. The black fades in with the black that's around the eye already. I think that was a good choice. And I think it will look good on the other side too. Unless I have the same type of eye in a better color. Oh my goodness, perfect. Spot freaking on. How does Dead Meat Custom always have the perfect eye? It's like he knew I was gonna paint this. He's like, I got you, try this eye. And it's perfect. It's kind of creepy how perfect that eye is. Alright, I'm done clear coating. It's not the smoothest clear coat I've ever gotten on a bait, but it's pretty smooth. It's certainly going to serve its purpose. 12 clear coats on this, I counted. I never gave it a 2-part epoxy rotisserie overnight clear coat. That'd probably make it perfectly smooth. But this is an effect. This isn't the exact effect that I was going for, but this confirmed that that effect that I was going for is hammered metal probably. Some paint, sanded the raised parts, maybe polished the raised parts so they're shiny. That's what I'm leaning towards now. But this is a cool effect. That's an interesting looking bait. If I wanted it to look way more shiny, I wouldn't have used 5-minute epoxy. I would have used a clear coat actually to glue those pieces on. 5-minute epoxy is just a little cloudy and you can't get the full shine of the foil. Other than that, that's how you do that to get that. Let's check if the bait works real quick. Floats, Action City. You could attach an aircraft carrier anchor to some Tupelo wood and it would still work great. Well, that means eventually we need to mess around with hammered sheet metal and getting it on baits. And I'll probably need like a press or something to press different textures into metal and foil. Thanks for watching. On to the next bait.